What is good, YouTube? Magdubs here, back with another video, guys. And we have some more breaking news, highlights, observations from day one of Chicago Bears training camp. Some things that I want to touch up upon. Now, it wasn't a big long practice at all. It was actually a very short practice, so I don't have too many highlights for you guys to see. Just have a couple of things that I need you guys to know going into day two of training camp, which I will be covering. But the first thing was what you're seeing on the screen right here. Justin Fields was absolutely locked in, throwing darts, and you could tell the development he went from last year to this year. It seems like he is ready to take a major leap into potentially stardom next season, and I'm excited to see how he continues to develop, how he continues to build rapport with, Darnell Mooney, who missed some of last year, DJ Moore, a brand new wide receiver. They also just re-signed Cole Kmet to a major extension. Khalil Herbert looks like he could take over with Dante Foreman at running back, so things are getting interesting, and I'm thinking that Justin Fields is on the verge of absolutely having a great year and potentially making some noise next season. Now, another thing I want to touch up upon really quickly is some guys who stood out today. Now, number one being Darnell Mooney. We all know Darnell Mooney was a guy who missed some of the games last year towards the end of the season, but he is ramping up. He is, getting back into the swing of things, and that's super exciting for a team like the Chicago Bears, who, yes, they do have a lot of receivers I like in terms of DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, and Darnell Mooney, but having Darnell Mooney back in makes him so more dynamic and versatile in terms of a guy who can just get down the field and make people miss. Whenever he has the ball in open space, he is a force to be reckoned with, as you see him on the screen right here. But he's been looking really good. As well as a linebacker, Jack Sanborn looks like he's ramping up. He's starting to do some things that he wasn't doing last year. He's getting better, so that's something very exciting, or that I'm excited to see going forward. And when I look at this Bears defense right now, especially the linebacker room, you have a bunch of new guys, including TJ Edwards coming over from Philadelphia, Tremaine Edmonds coming over from Buffalo, and then Jack Sanborn. I believe he was an undrafted free agent, if I'm not mistaken, but he looks like he's going to be the starting sub linebacker this season, Sam linebacker, excuse me. Looks like he's going to be starting this season, which is absolutely incredible. A guy who was very underrated coming out of college and coming over here, and he's looking to make a big impact on this team. And then you also have the 5th round pick of last season, or this season actually, Noah Sewell, so he looks good. They also bring in Dylan Cole, so his linebacking core is a lot different from last year, and to be honest, a lot of his defense is kind of different as well, in terms of DeMarcus Walker, Rasheem Green, you got Zach Pickens, Javon Dexter, so they did a lot in terms of adding to this defense, which I'm very excited to see. And then one young guy that I do want to mention real quick is Velus Jones, wide receiver last year, who they had a lot of high hopes for. Didn't really pan out in year one, but I do believe in year two he's going to, prove some people wrong. The 3rd round pick of last year, I think he is going to get into gear, find a rhythm, and just get a new pace to him. So we'll see what happens there. Overall, this Bears team is much improved in terms of pretty much everywhere. I mean, Darnell Wright, Nate Davis, DJ Moore, Khalil Herbert. I love Khalil Herbert. I think he's going to be a great running back if he's a starter. And then they made a lot of good moves on the defense as well. So let me know what you guys think about day one of training camp. Make sure you guys do me a favor, smash that like button if you want me to continue to post these videos. Subscribe to the channel, join the family, turn on post notifications, and you'll be notified every time we post one of these videos and every time we go live for a game as well. So I do apologize. The highlights, nothing crazy today. Hopefully tomorrow we got some more to show to you guys, but I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, and if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.